I'll trade you.
That's really nice of you, but that ball really is signed by Babe Ruth.
So is this one. With the rest of the 1927 Yankees.
Man. Reverse row. Lou Gehrig.
Babe Ruth. But why would you trade? That one's all chewed up.
I got a lot of good stuff. Look at that stuff. Besides, you needed more than I do.
What's going on, everybody? You're listening to the Baseball Goombas. Today is November 20th, 2018. John Goomba here with Chris Goomba.
Chris Goomba! What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since we
long
came
time.
on the airways here.
Yeah.
Sweet sounds of Mr. Myrtle in the great movie The Sandlot.
Known for almost making the strike zone disappear by getting too close to the plate.
Happy early Thanksgiving,
this week.
everybody. It is Thursday. Enjoy the turkey, the food, the football games, and we got lots we want to get into in tonight's episode. A little bit of a wrap up of the season. We're doing a little award discussion.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a little Adrian Beltre retirement. Little notes that he announced his retirement this morning from baseball. We're doing a little Hall of Fame action. Just some of the names that are on that list. I personally think it's
always funny to look
pretty funny and ridiculous at the same time that these guys are actually named. And there's a lot of intriguing debates with some of those names as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to kick it off with what I think, and I believe John Goombas thinks as well, is the biggest snub. The American League MVP award went to Mookie Betts. And listen, I get it. I totally understand it. Dude's phenomenal.
Great year.
Phenomenal. Just a phenomenal ball player.
Mm-hmm.
But let's take a second to appreciate and realize that J.D. Martinez, his teammate, should be the MVP winner.
I agree.
Okay,
100%.
that's it. It's simple.
Winner, and he wasn't even in the top three.
It's amazing, and I get
blows
it.
me away.
I really get it. The teammates taking away votes from each other.
Get it.
I understand that.
Get it.
I understand.
But Mookie still won, so
yeah, right.
I really don't get it. You understand
so you got that too.
You understand that with like when Kershaw and Greinke were going for the Cy Young, and then Arrieta got it. So I understood it there, but I don't understand it here where Mookie still came out on top over JD.
Listen, JD Martinez, he doesn't play the field. I understand that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But just I'm sure y'all know the numbers. I mean, .330 batting average, 43 homers, 130 ribs, 111 runs, and 569 at bats.
402 on base as well. His on base was over 400.
188 hits. Okay, he flirted with the Triple Crown up until the very end.
Yeah, Chris Davis kind of pulled away in the home run category, and then Mookie obviously with the averages, but he was right there.
I mean, it across the board, and I get it's not all about stats, but it is. No, what it's come down to, really, what it's come down to is WAR. Whoever has the highest WAR wins.
WAR.
They win. That's win. And Mookie Betts the highest WAR, he wins. That's how it is. And
I also think it comes down to just Mookie is a more exciting individual.
Yes,
and
I agree with that.
He has more personality on the field.
When
JD's, he's a little dry, but he's in the zone. He's focused, and he's trying to get the job done.
And he did get the job.
The job done
all season long. But I totally agree with that. Mookie Betts is more of a personable guy on the diamond.
Yeah.
His interviews, his off the field, he just exudes personality, and that's I think that plays a part in it too. So you look at Mookie Betts' numbers, 346. Yeah, he won the batting title. That's almost batting 350. It's absurd.
Yeah.
32 home runs, only 80 RBIs.
Yeah, that was a little
surprising. A little low.
Did have a 30-30 season, which is a feat.
30 stolen bases, 180 hits. Again, fantastic season. I'm not taking anything. We're not taking away anything from Mookie. But the WAR, 10.9.
Yeah,
it's it. This is the winner, hands down the winner. I mean, you look at what this guy. You look at Mookie Betts' year. Okay, we're about to turn into 2019 in a month. Just the dude won the MVP award, won the Gold Glove award, Silver Slugger, won the World Series, won the batting title in the American League, and he had a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't get it. Well, what else can you possibly? I mean, that's goals.
Yeah,
it's goals, right?
Busy 2 months or so.
Goals, okay. And he's a great player.
Came in second in 2016. People forget about that.
And again, it comes down to WAR in the matter of character. But again, JD Martinez, it's my boy.
Snubbed,
man.
What I felt like when I was looking at JD's stuff, because we were talking about he was just right next to the Triple Crown. You know, his average was second behind Mookie's. His home runs was second behind Chris Davis. His RBIs, he was in first, and he was in second in hits. So he was like some major categories where he was top 2. And by the way, he was second in hits behind Whit Merrifield. Remember, he led the American League in hits with 192.
Ball player.
Where did that? Anybody talking about that?
No.
Anybody talking about Whit Merrifield leading the American League in hits for the Royals? Nobody's talking about that.
Not at all.
That blew me away when I saw that.
Again, it's and you look at Mike Trout too. He missed some time during the season.
He did, but he still put up ridiculous
numbers.
Ridiculous for 140 games.
He maybe had his best season yet.
It's true.
And he just keeps.
But you know what?
Better.
What blew me away about Trout? So he's won the MVP twice.
His hair. Did you see his hair?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I gotta take a look at that.
I was watching the presentation on MLB Network when it came out, and he had some do. He had a nice set of hair he had. So go ahead. That's besides the point.
So when he won in 2016 and 2014, 2016 he had 100 RBIs, and 2014 he had 111. Those are the only 2 times Mike Trout had at least 100 RBIs. Which kind of blew me away. Like the 4 times he came in second place, he did not reach 100 RBIs. And then this year, in 140 games, 79? He only got 79.
Well, part of that is the Angels.
I understand, but it's very like to see how amazing Trout is, and that it's just odd that he only reached 100 RBIs twice. I just found that.
I mean, he's had some good teams, but the majority of his career he's been kind of wasting away with the Angels.
It really is.
It's sad. It's disappointing.
I mean, 39 home runs and 79 RBIs. It doesn't add up.
It's crazy.
Let's get on the bases ahead of them. Let's get on.
It's unbelievable.
Let's get a leadoff. Let's go sign a leadoff hitter, Angels. Jeez.
You know what?
Go get Sean Figgins back.
Sean Figgins. CHONE, not Sean. Sean Figgins, what a throwback. Wow.
He got on for the Angels. Yeah. Then he went to the Mariners, but
Sean Figgins. Wow. Sean Figgins reference.
Yeah, we'll give you a couple of the references every now and again.
Okay, Jose Ramirez, great ball player. He batted .270.
That's my number one thing. That's my only thing. I was literally about to say, when you hit .270, I don't even want to see you.
No, .270.
I don't even want to.
You telling me batting .270 is MVP worthy?
Don't give me the guy who is 24th in the American League in average. Don't give me that. 270. Get this out of here.
270.
But the fact that he came in ahead of JD, 4th in RBIs, 4th in home runs, 5th in on base, 12th in doubles, 20. These are average overall for the league.
Well, again, you look at the WAR. JD Martinez 6.4. Look at Jose Ramirez 7.9.
I don't get
WAR wins out.
It's dumb.
WAR wins. It should be the WAR award.
Yeah,
not the MVP award. The WAR award. 270. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not an MVP player. He
give me a break. If you're gonna do that, where's Matt Carpenter hitting 257? He had a great second half.
Where's Chris Davis?
Yeah,
he had a monster season. Still betting what he bat 250. I'm not sure.
We're talking Oakland Chris, not the one who had 160 or whatever he did in Baltimore.
We're not talking about Chris Crush Davis.
No,
that guy is
not Crush Davis.
Far removed from his MVP days, if he had any.
Man alive.
He had that one good year.
He did. Not anymore. He's done.
He is done. But yeah, okay. So 270. It's just not. It's not what I'm about. I'm sorry. It's just. And Francisco Lindor.
Yeah. I mean,
I would have placed Lindor up ahead of Ramirez.
Me too. Me too. Just
again, teammates. I understand it.
Yeah.
Short thing. Taking away votes. Taking away votes. Okay, great. But Lindor, where's he?
I don't know.
It's unbelievable.
270.
It's unbelievable. Okay. Also, the snub of the century. Okay. Andujar, the AL Rookie of the Year.
It's true.
Shifted to the American League Rookie of the Year.
Yep. Let's just say AL. We're going to run through the ALs. Let's do that.
Why Miguel? Where? Why? How? Tell me why.
This tells me...
Tell me why. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Yankee fan. I just want to know why.
This makes me believe that the writers made up their decision before the season even started. They just wanted to vote for Ohtani.
Because he's a two-way star. He's a two-way phenom.
He started 10 baseball games.
Ohtani. He's cool. He's a cool ball player. He's a cool what he does. It's great.
Will he have a better career? Possibly. Considering he's a two-way star.
He's going to have a great career.
And the numbers he put up, I mean, it was impressive, but that's not the award. The award is this year. The Warriors your rookie season, and what Andujar did in 297,
No, he was great.
27 home runs, breaking Joe D's record, 47 doubles. Joe D's was 44. Come on, 107. This blows me away that Andujar had 170 hits. Ohtani had 93. He almost doubled him in the hits. How do you have double the hits because you threw 10 games and you went 4-2? You threw 51 innings. I don't care.
330.
I get it. It's impressive, but you didn't do enough.
It's impressive. It's also cool. But the award is not for cool things.
No, it's not for cool.
It's not for cool things.
Walker Buehler hit. He hit 160 something. That's a two-way. That two-way because he got a couple hits. Think about it. Doesn't make any sense. You tell me if Walker Buehler went up there and hit 200, low 200s, can I go ahead and say that Walker Buehler got a couple base hits, so he's two-way now? Come on. This is literally the same thing. It's started 10 games. Get this out of here.
Andujar 170 hits. I don't get it.
92 ribs.
I really don't get it. I mean, the guy was an extra base hit machine. He did a lot. Okay, his defense short, a little shaky, understandable.
Very shaky.
But yeah, a little shaky. But he did a lot for that team.
He did
a lot for that team. Where would they be without him? If it was playing third base, where would he be?
Well, they could be in the World Series if Boone took him off the bench. Instead of trotting Neil Walker out there.
You're telling me this team? I just
try to get him riled up.
Ohtani, it's just 300, not even 330 at bats, not even 100 hits.
No, not even 100 hits.
I don't understand.
61 RB. The more I look at it, I don't understand it.
I don't. Now, I will say, who came in third is another Yankee, Torres. Listen, if I had a vote between, which I obviously don't have a vote. But
he was the favorite for a Yankee candidate going into the season, 100%.
Right. And again, he had a hell of a year, heck of a season. But if I had to vote for Ohtani or Torres, you know what? I'll admit, I'll vote for Ohtani.
That's fair.
Okay? I'll vote for Ohtani. I would throw Ohtani number 2. He's in the 2 hole. And then Torres batting third. That's just how I would do it.
Honestly, Ohtani hit better, in less games. Ohtani's got him beaten in runs. He's only got 2 less home runs. Ohtani's average was better. His on base was better. So he actually was more productive with less ABs than Torres.
I would give the nod to Ohtani over Torres.
And you knew Andujar was going to beat out Torres because across the board Andujar
just had a better year.
Statistical season.
Ohtani now joins who else? None other than Ichiro. It's the first Japanese player since 2001. Ichiro when he won the award. It's just, again, for us, there's 2 snubs.
It's a snub.
It's very, very disappointing not to see JD win the MVP. The WAR award, and Andujar win the Rookie of the Year award. And what a lot of people don't understand with the Manager of the Year award in the American League is Cora not winning. And again,
I was texting Chris about this during the week. It's really infuriating how just the general public doesn't understand it's a regular season award.
Regular season award. That's the thing. It's the thing. Regular season
award.
Stop
using
that. They didn't know Cora was going to win.
Won the World Series as part of your debate. The votes were in.
Right.
The votes were in after game 162. The votes are in. It's over. It doesn't matter what anybody does. During the playoffs, because it could skew a whole bunch of awards. Say the Nationals went into the playoffs with Scherzer and he lets up 1 run over 30 innings. Now it's the regular season award to be fair to everybody.
And all even we'll talk about the
blows me away that the general public can't figure that out.
We'll talk about
blows me away
the National League Manager of the Year as well. But literally any of these 6 guys could win the award. Could have won the award.
I concur. But you literally said that.
One of these individuals had a terrific season in their own right.
For both leagues, when the 3 came out for AL and NL, we texted each other like, it doesn't matter to me. They all deserve it.
Everybody does. Every single manager on that list from the National League and American League deserve to win the honor. And going into that night, going into the award presentation, I had, and I think John agrees with me, was Kevin Cash.
Oh, he's my boy
for the American League.
But I can see
what
why.
he did.
I can see why he didn't win.
Yeah, right.
But I still think he should have won.
I think he did a tremendous job with that. Nobody thought that team would have 90 wins.
90 wins.
We talked about that previously months ago on our show. How that going into the season, everybody thought the Rays would be bottom feeders, 60 wins max. To see what that team became when they had one legit starter who won the Cy Young Award.
Correct.
They had one starter. It was amazing to see. All they did, they seemed down the stretch. All they did was win.
Yep.
Putting themselves in the wild card discussion.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. We were forced to talk about, hey, Rays could sneak in here.
Right. And I just think that Kevin Cash, he was my choice, our choice, and for the National League, I would have went with Counsell just because it's the way. But again, I had no problem with Snitker. I mean, the dude has been around the game in the Braves organization for the longest time ever. He deserved to win the award. The Braves are just young stud after young stud. They're going to be around for a long time. And again, any of these guys could have won. So I got nothing.
Going back to Cash, I had to find out just because of the way that they played their games this year with the whole bullpenning. So the league average for quality starts, which is obviously 6 innings by a pitcher and at most, three runs or less. The Tampa Bay Rays had 39 quality starts. The league average is 67, and your 47 and 115 Orioles won 47 games. They had 64 quality starts, so they were right there with the league average, and the Rays were in dead last. So it has to be a record, or the first time ever where a team had 39 quality starts. They got 90 wins.
It was amazing. I'm telling you, the Rays had an amazing. They should
39
and I'm sure they are.
Quality starts, and you get 90 wins.
They need to be proud of what they did, and I'm sure they are.
But I'm excited for Rays baseball next year.
It was a tremendous season, and it wound up with the American League Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell, and damn it, it was rightfully so.
Yeah,
he was my pick. I think John could agree with me.
Yeah, he's mine.
He had talk about unbelievable season. So did Snell. I mean, it was lights out every start. 21-5. And it's cool.
Wins don't matter,
right? No, it's cool. I was gonna say that it's cool because you look at the AL Cy Young Award, you look at the NL Cy Young. It was complete opposite of the spectrum.
Yeah,
and it was pretty cool to see that. But Snell, 1.89 ERA in 31 starts, 180 innings, 221 strikeouts, under 1 WHIP.
Yep,
it was just a slam dunk,
17
winner.
first place votes. Verlander at 13 behind him, and Klubat came in third, but he had 0 first place votes because his numbers were just between the two of them. He really he didn't match up to Snell and Verlander this year, even though he's won the Cy Young in the past.
Verlander, look at Verlander. He gets better with age.
He does.
He's just a workhorse. He's a workhorse,
and honestly, he's very much like Scherzer, where the K's are impressive.
290
versus Snell's 221. I could see why he gets the
Snell
votes.
missed some time as well.
Snell did miss some time, and also Verlander's WHIP was almost under .9. If he had a WHIP under .9, it's
34 starts, so he was 3 more starts than Snell.
Yeah.
It was just,
I understand Verlander getting
and Sale too. Sale had a great year too.
I actually thought Sale was going to be in the running.
So did I.
I was actually surprised that he wasn't top 3.
I thought it would be Snell, Verlander, and Sale.
Sale came in 4,
Kluber
so
4.
He fell off, but
Kluber 4.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised that. I think it was just because we didn't see a lot of Sale. He also missed a lot of time.
He missed some time too. And Snell, they eased him when he came off the DL. They eased him back the first couple of starts, and then he just picked up right where he left off. It's an insane season, and to be the only starter on that team, the opponents know what they're getting, because they're gonna game plan for him. Going in, they have one guy. It was just heck of a year.
I agree.
The National League Rookie of the Year.
Let's jump it.
Fascinating storyline between Soto and Acuna.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with anybody winning.
I was actually blown away to see how much of a landslide it was. I mean, Acuna
both had tremendous seasons.
Acuna had 27 first place votes. Soto had 2, and Buehler had 1. I thought, I mean, you look at their numbers, it's almost a mirror image.
You knew Walker was going to finish third. Not taking away.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
because Brewers,
oh gosh, talk about it. Love. I'm in love.
Oh, yeah, I love
I'm in love. I'm in love.
Fantastic.
I am shooting for him in my fantasy league next year. This upcoming year, he is just a youngster. The kid is a star. He's a star.
Clearly
He's
not afraid of the
good.
moment either.
Filthy good. He's going to be an ace. He's going to be the ace for a long time. But yeah, I mean, listen, I couldn't believe the discrepancy of votes between the two.
You know what? I
literally, if they would announce Soto, cool. If they would announce Acuna, cool.
I felt the same way. I felt the same way. Well, you know
it
what I
was
think it
just
is?
two young studs.
Again, Acuna's a little more vibrant on the
You
field.
heard more of Acuna, I think.
Also,
Well, you heard a lot about
it's a lot
Soto,
easier
too,
to get caught up in the hype of a team that's fighting for something.
Yeah.
And the Nationals kind of were just, sitting back.
They had a disappointing season.
They had a disappointing season, and they really weren't in the race like the Braves weren't. And Acuna was just fun on the field, goofing around with the Albies. He just caught your eye. Friends. He caught your eye more.
With the two
and
best friends.
I feel like that has a lot to do with how it's skewed because there's no other reason. There's no other reason. Literally,
they had a mirror.
Averages are point apart, 6 RBIs apart, 4 home runs apart, 1 run apart. Like everything is like within
hits.
10 of
everything. It was very similar seasons.
The only big variance was Acuna had 16 stolen bases versus Soto's 5, but then Soto's on base was 40 points higher. So I mean, it's I don't understand the big discrepancy in
again, it's all about. I get it. You think of more personality again, just like Mookie. How many times did we see the GIFs of Acuna online on Twitter and Insta and MLB? We're doing. They're the two best friends that anybody could have. It was just it was all Acuna mania. That was it. And again, I didn't have a problem with it either or winning, but good for Acuna and good for Soto with his rookie year, and they're going to be fighting it out for MVP sooner or later. Those two. Sure. So Soto will get his sooner or later.
No, true.
The NL Cy Young, I'm sure John's itching to talk about this and talk about a slam dunk. DeGrom was a slam dunk.
29 first place votes.
I would have been pissed the hell. I would have been annoyed. I would have been annoyed if he didn't win. Yeah. I love Scherzer. I'm a Scherzer guy. He's been on my fantasy team for about 5 years straight now.
Well, I mean, you're talking one of the best performances in baseball.
You're never going to see that again.
No, you're not.
You're never going to see it again.
Maybe next year.
No, you're never going to see it again. You just never. There's no way that's going to happen again. If it does, I'll come right back on here and say it happened again.
Yep.
But it was amazing. You look at DeGrom, 10-9. So you 10-9 versus Blake Snell, 21-5.
Yeah.
So kill the win, right, Mr. Brian Kenny?
Yeah.
1.70 ERA, 32 starts, 217 innings, 69 Ks.
Yep.
Whip under 1 again.
Yep.
It was unbelievable. I mean, it was filthy from start 1 up until start 32.
I felt like DeGrom was going to run away with it because once you start taking out that wins-loss thing, which everybody's been talking about, it's hard to give the award to somebody whose ERA is almost a full run higher.
Yeah,
I mean you're almost at a full run when you get to this.
DeGrom deserved it from the get-go, and would have been a sin if
the only thing
would have been a sin.
The only thing I'm disappointed about, which I know we talked about, we said we're against it, which I'm still against, but I was a little disappointed that he wasn't in the top 3 for NL MVP. I was a little disappointed he wasn't. I know we talk about how it's a hitter's award. He should have been. He should have been in the top 3. He should have been in the top 3.
That's all I can say. I'm just gonna grunt.
He should have been in the top 3.
Just gonna grunt
for MVP.
He's just gonna hear me grunt.
That's fine. But he should have been there. If we're talking about this dominating of a season, I don't know why 290 Baez is up there.
I don't. It's a hitter's award.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's a hitter's award.
Pitchers have won it, and there's no reason why he could have been in the top 3.
But congrats to Mr. Jacob DeGrom.
He did get one first place vote.
Heck of a. Did you? Oh, also before we move away, I thought it was really funny and about the Nick
fan?
from the fan, the whole fan, and the schmooze.
The schmoozer.
Listen, he was
immediately hung up on that.
I don't get it. Like he wasn't doing anything.
Nah,
he was doing his whole shtick. He was doing his shtick.
Maybe he doesn't know his shtick.
Maybe he doesn't know it.
He's from San Diego, but I guess he got easily offended and said this interview's over. Hung up on the schmooze. There was about a 5-second pause before he realized that he actually hung up, and he said, "Wait, what?" Yeah, it was actually pretty funny.
It was. I thought it was hilarious.
I wanted to hear. I was a little disappointed because I wanted to hear why.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Why were you the only one? And what are you gonna give me? K's? Like, probably war.
Or he's a National fan from
San
Washington.
Diego.
But it was. I thought it was really funny.
It was funny.
But yeah, Scherzer. I mean, and all three guys had a heck of a season. I mean, that's why these guys are up for these awards because they had tremendous years. Nola, any other year.
Nola was just the odd man out.
Yeah,
great year. I'd take him in a heartbeat. But
of course,
when Scherzer,
when you have a season like DeGrom is having, it's just it's not going to happen for you. It's just not going to happen for you. It's not fair, is right. It's Nola, it's under 240s. ERA's 2.37.
17-6, over 200 Ks.
Yeah.
Whip under 1.
Yeah, every
25 quality starts out of his 33
300 club. It was, again, it's just DeGrom was DeGrominate. Unbelievable. The MVP award, Yelich. I mean, it's clear cut. Doesn't get any clearer than that. Yelich, Arenado, and Baez. Yelich was our pick. How can you not give it to him?
I mean, the second half, Yelich.
The second half was absurd.
367, 25 home runs, and 67 RBIs in the 65 games after the All-Star break. 367. He had 67 RBIs in 65 games. Come on. Yeah. His RBIs outpaced the games.
He propelled himself. He propelled himself after the All-Star break. I mean, he did. He flirted with the Triple Crown too.
Yeah.
36 home runs, 110 ribs, 22 stolen bases. You don't think the speed? Yeah, some speed. A little speed. 118 runs, and out of the other two candidates, Arenado and Baez, again, WAR award, 7.6 versus Arenado's 5.6 and Baez's 6.3. So again, WAR wins out. But again, these guys, Baez, maybe, I don't know. Listen, he's a great ball player, but I just don't. I don't know.
His discipline at the plate really bothers me.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just
swings like he's playing cricket.
I guess I'm not ready.
Ball's bouncing at him.
I'm just not ready to view Javi Baez
as an MVP
in the MVP light.
I hear
maybe that's just stubbornness on my part.
I just think it's maturity. It's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
When you see maturity, it's discipline at the plate. The showboating fly balls to left type thing. It's kind of annoying. It's not that likable. But you could see how talented he is with the numbers he puts up and his quick hands and
he's a great ball player. I just don't see him in the MVP spotlight.
It's also because
all the
players that the Cubs have.
Great. I mean, great. But who in the National League? Carpenter maybe instead of Baez? I don't know.
Carpenter hit in the 250s.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes him fall off.
Yeah,
I'd rather too little, too late.
I'd rather vote for Baez.
Second half that it just too
I
little,
can't
too
just
late.
just like with Jose Ramirez, 270. I can't vote MVP for 250. I mean, that's ludicrous.
This is ludicrous.
It's ludicrous.
Unless you're going to put up 80 home runs and 150
so
RBIs.
Again, maybe I guess Javi Baez sitting in the 3 spot. I guess
that's why I thought DeGrom should have slipped in because I thought his pitching numbers.
If you look at it that way,
that's what I'm looking at.
Maybe I don't know. I'm so stubborn. It's ridiculous.
I know you are.
It's just I can't. It's a hitter's award.
I know it is, but I'm a
bashing.
fan.
I'm saying
I got to try to get him in there.
I'm bashing. I'm not bashing, but I'm saying Javi Baez shouldn't be. But meanwhile, I'm saying Jacob DeGrom, and I'm stubborn as heck. What are you gonna do? Where do you want to talk about next? Let's real quick, okay? So the Miami Marlins, a new logo came out, and it's not that big of a deal, but I don't hate it. I really don't. I think it's pretty cool. I don't hate it whatsoever. You got the little Miami Vice going on. It looks cool. That's it. It looks cool. I'm not going to say, oh my God, this is awful. This is awful.
The old logo got hammered when it came out. I think that's why they switched it so fast.
I like this one better than the last year's.
I honestly don't care. just like Penny. Like, I'm not a Marlin fan.
Neither am I. But it came out. You got to acknowledge.
I know, but I don't care what the Marlins are going to wear. I do enjoy the blues. I do enjoy the blue jerseys.
Nice.
It looks sharp. But the amount of opinions on it I see on social media, I'm just like, you guys really care that much about the M?
I don't, but it just came out. I gotta acknowledge, and I think
doesn't bother me.
I think it's pretty cool. It just looks cool. And what else is cool is the Cardinals powdered blues. Oh boy, is that fire! That is flaming hot, flaming hot. It is so cool. It's very exciting.
Anytime you give me like a throwback or an old school look, I'm all for it.
It's unbelievable. I'm sitting here. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. All right, so that's our rant on the Miami
Marlins.
on the Miami Vice Marlins. So the Hall of Fame ballot came out. Let's shift to the Hall of Fame. And again, there are always going to be easy calls. There's always going to be real long thinkers, and there's going to be
what's this guy doing here?
There's going to be head scratchers.
I forgot this guy even played ball.
And I understand. I get it. The whole thing. You got to have some names, but let me tell you, some of these names are. I can't wrap my head around it. I cannot. I know they're gonna fall off. I understand that.
They will fall off.
And I'm not bashing any of these guys. They played professional ball.
They clearly had lengthy.
They had talent.
Baseball careers.
They played some ball games. I haven't. Okay, so I get it, but John Garland is up.
He's gonna be up and out.
Exactly, crickets. Exactly, crickets. You're hearing crickets because it's John Garland.
It's like a career.
136 and 125 career record. His ERA is 4.37 ERA.
4-starter.
Yeah, he's a 4-starter.
But he was there for a long time.
Rick Ankiel. Ankiel.
Hey, we got a 2-way star. Give him Rookie of the Year.
He had tremendous ability. He had tremendous talent, but it kind of never really panned out for him.
Oh, he was hitting the backstop against the Mets in the playoffs to the point where he couldn't be a pitcher anymore. That's how wild he was, and they go learn became a power hitter. Go figure that out.
Just Darren Oliver.
He was just
because he just played forever.
Yeah, he's a journeyman.
But listen, his career ERA is 4.51
because he played forever.
4.51. You're telling me that screams greatness?
Nope, he's a former Met great.
That screams greatness.
John
Garland is great.
Long reliever, Darren Oliver.
How about Juan Pierre?
Because he's fast.
You're throwing him in the Hall of Fame of greatness because he has wheels. I'm fast.
I'm fast.
Brett Gardner's fast. You're gonna put him in his glove and his oven mitt in the Hall of Fame? No, I don't get it. No, Juan Pierre's never. First of all, he's never made an All-Star game. Okay, he's never won a Gold Glove award. He has 18 career home runs.
That always makes me laugh.
18 career home runs.
Probably 8 of them were inside the park.
I mean, I can't get on board with these names. And I get it. They're going to fall off, sure. I get it. But it's just always fun to see these types of names that in no shape, way, or form scream greatness at you. And the Hall of Fame is Hall of Greatness.
They just play forever.
However, let me shift to this.
Yep.
There are some good thinkers on the board here. And I want to start with Lance Berkman. Yeah, how about Lance Berkman? No. Why not?
Because he batted from both sides?
No, he had a nice career.
Yes.
Was he great? I don't think so. I don't think he was great, but it makes you think. It makes you think.
I'm not putting him in.
Scott Rowland? I think absolutely.
I love Rowland.
I think absolutely.
Smooth.
He's a ball player.
Scott Rowland was so smooth the third. Big Scott Rowland fan. I'd put him in.
I would put him in too.
He's not going to make it.
You think of it.
But he's in my Hall of Fame.
It makes you think.
Really?
How about Omar Vizquel? Omar Vizquel.
Omar Vizquel should be in the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
He's one of the greatest fielders of all time, which is also why Keith should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's a different discussion. But there's certain categories where people should be in the Hall of Fame just because they were the best ever at it. And Vizquel is one of the best shortstops ever. And Hernandez has been one of the best first basemen ever. So
it's how about Messina? Should be in it.
I think Messina should be in it.
Should be in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Now, again, you have Pettit. You got the Pettit whole steroid thing.
He's not getting
I can't sit here and say Andy Pettit is a Hall of Famer. Maybe my Yankee bias says yes.
Great career.
But
not a Hall of Famer.
Before we went live here, I said to John that if I had to choose between, if you gave me Andy Pettit and Mike Messina, vote who's going in the Hall of Fame, I'm going to go with Moose. I'm going to go with Moose.
Better.
Messina. He's better. He's been better.
He's better.
It's just that you should be in it. You really should. How about Larry Walker? I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. But he's what? Because he played in Colorado?
Exactly. It hurts people. It's hurting
Todd Helton?
It's hurting Helton.
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, it's going to hurt him. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair,
again,
but everybody looks at that.
Right? It's not fair. But then you got your slam
350, and they think that's like 280. That's the way people look at it. It's not fair.
Yeah, I mean...
He's a great hitter.
You got your slam dunks. Okay, Mo.
Mariano's getting in.
He's in. Edgar Martinez.
I think he'll get in eventually.
I
don't know if it'll be this year.
I think I honestly think he should be a slam dunk. Should be a shoo-in.
I know, but he's just hanging on the edge there. I think he'll get in eventually, though. I don't know if it's this year, but he'll slide.
Also, back to the fun names here. Real quick, about a couple seconds here. How about Travis Hafner? Right?
You found more fun names.
I got loads of names here. Okay. Kevin Youkilis. Kevin Youkilis.
He didn't play enough. His career wasn't long enough. He kind of just fell off once he went to the Yankees.
I can't get over. I really can't get over some of these names. Placido Polanco. I mean,
he's just good.
Derek Lowe. Freddie Garcia. I mean, come on. Jason Bay. Oh my goodness! Some of these names are
these are easy fall offs.
Quite funny. Really quite funny.
It's great when you go back and look at these names and see which of the ones got like one vote. Like you're like wondering who did this, who voted for that.
It's Cliff Floyd. What do you think, Cliff Floyd? He's gonna be on there someday?
Nah, I think he's gonna be in there.
So you're telling me Cliff Floyd, Travis Hafner, it beats out Cliff Floyd just as a mention?
No. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Neither of them.
Anyway, okay. You want to talk about a shoo-in true Hall of Famer? The guy who retired this morning, who announced his retirement this morning, Mr. Adrian Beltre.
Correct.
He's 21-year career. Played for the Dodgers, the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Red Sox. Talk about my book. He's a Hall of Famer in my book.
Easily.
4-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove, 4-time Silver Slugger. He's the NL leader in home runs in 2004. Hit for the cycle 3 times. Over 3,000 hits. Batted career .286. 477 home runs and 1,707 RBIs. That's a Hall of Famer. Okay, so Hall of Famer.
What really stands out to me is, first of all, you get over 3,000 hits, you're in unless you're Pete Rose. You're just in. Unless you're doing steroids and you're betting on baseball, you're in. So he's got over 3,100 hits, he's automatically in. But when you look at his ranks for a third baseman, he's first in hits, RBIs, and extra base hits. So he's beating out. Once you start beating out Mike Schmidt, and you're in. Brooks Robinson, Ripken, you start thinking about these guys, you're in. I don't know what you want to talk about. Well, Ripken's that short, but you know what I mean. You start beating out these guys. 477 home runs. He just missed out on 500. Probably, if he played, I give him 2 more. I don't think he would have done it next year, but 2 more years.
He's getting a little old. He's getting a little old.
But
getting a little long in the tooth.
You don't realize how great he was because he was just so consistent. You take out his.
He was consistent.
You take out his MVP. Well, he didn't win MVP, but 2004 when he had 48 home runs and hit 334. His 162 a game average for his career was .286 with 26 home runs and 94 RBIs. He was just consistent.
It was great. And again, when you think Adrian Beltre,
over 21 years, that adds up to Hall of Fame numbers.
You think of Bartolo Colon and the antics, right? He played the game the right way. He literally had fun on the diamond on a daily basis. Every day he went to the ballpark, he had a good time. He was having a blast. Yeah. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have fun playing the game. I mean, obviously the goal is to win, but even when the teams weren't, when the Mariners weren't winning and the Rangers weren't winning, he was still trying to enjoy himself. Okay, and that his teammates, I'm sure, love that. He's well respected.
Elvis Andrews loved it.
He brought countless smiles and laughs to us, to the fans, and the media, and I'm sure he was a joy to be around.
When he moved the on-deck circle.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, I'll be the first one to tell you that sometimes I admit his act does get a little old.
It's a little
I get it. But having said that, he was a joy. Yeah. He was a joy. It was funny. I enjoyed all the GIFs. I enjoyed all the funny videos. I enjoyed that stuff. And the same goes with Bartolo Colon. You know, how many times are we going to see, you know, he's the oldest, now we're going to see he's the oldest since. He's the oldest since to do this, to do that. And what kind of crazy thing is he going to do when he starts, you know, running, doing all these crazy kinds of antics, just little quirky things he's got going on. And it was funny. It's funny. I mean, you know, I'll sad to see him go because he's not only funny, he was a tremendous ball player. He's a great third baseman. And we tweeted out earlier today that obviously it's been no secret that he doesn't like his head being touched, right? No. So is he going to wear a cap on the plaque? I just say, just leave it alone. Just have his head open. Leave it open to the public. Yeah. Leave it open to the public.
Instead of picking a team, you just
just instead of picking the team, just no hat, capless.
Put a hand on it.
Okay, how about that would be hilarious. Okay, he was a hilarious ball player, and make his legacy and his Hall of Fame enshrinement hilarious as well. That's what I have to say. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
That's it on Beltre.
What else you got, John Goomba?
Just like literally before we went live, we saw that the Padres were having a fire sale apparently, but they sold the rights to Christian Villanueva to the Hanshin Tigers in Japan. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Villanueva, I mean, he showed some pop.
He started off strong.
He had 20 home runs, but he really didn't amount to much, hitting 236, 46 RBIs. But I just don't know what kind of contract you sign where they can just tell you, hey, you're not in America anymore. You got to go play baseball all the way across the world. I don't know what kind of contract, but when you are allowed to do that. What kind of contract? Where it's like we own the capability, so that if we don't want you anymore and we can't trade you in MLB, you. we're just gonna throw you over the ocean.
We're gonna sell you.
I don't understand that. And now you got to go to a country that you're unfamiliar with. I don't understand.
Weird.
What are you?
Strange.
Odd.
Very, very
you tell
odd
me
to see that.
no other MLB team would have done something?
Maybe
that he's got to go to the Hanshin Tigers?
Maybe there's something going on under the surface, boiling under the surface. But
that cracked us up.
It was quite funny to see that just the Padres randomly having a garage sale.
Yeah, they just
on a Tuesday evening,
just throwing everything
selling their players away. So again, maybe there's something we don't know. I can't speak for the Padres. I can't speak for Preller and Villanueva. Maybe we'll see in a couple of days some more information. But I just found that very funny. Of all players, Christian Villanueva, it was just so random.
Wasn't bad.
He was all right.
But he wasn't. 20 home runs.
Yeah, but what did he bat? 220, 230?
236.
I mean,
we'll pop off the bench for somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you got to start him. You got to trot him out there every day.
I just don't know. Maybe the Hanshin Tigers got a role for him. I don't know.
Sweet deal.
But that's our wrap up for the 2018 Major League Baseball season. We're sad to see you go, but the hot stove will be cooking, and it already has cooking. We'll be coming at you in a couple weeks or a week or so about the moves that will go down with the hot stove. And
hopefully, I wouldn't be opposed if Thor gets moving for a couple nice pieces from the Padres.
Yeah, I think there's going to be. I think a
lot of Met fans are opposed to that. I really don't.
No, and as they shouldn't. Especially
with the Padres having the best farm system in baseball, which Blue Jays are right there. Let's everybody calm down.
Yeah,
Blue Jays are low.
They're going to be they're going to be some major deals that are going down this offseason. We're excited to see it, and we can't wait till spring training rolls around and then the start of the season. So that's it. Thanks for listening to our wrap-up episode on the season. As always, check out subscribe to our YouTube channel, our iTunes, our SoundCloud. Give the Goombas a follow on our Twitter @WeAreTheGoombas, and our Instagram as well. We have an Instagram now. Same thing, We Are The Goombas. And the Goombas are gone. Salute.
Arrivederci.